Welcome everyone. Today's video, we're having a little bit of a greenhouse hour, right? So what I mean by that is I've got some Canna Lilly seeds to sow. I've got some more Amaranthus to sow. I'm actually going to show you some successful Fatsia japonica cuttings that I took late January, which are doing amazing. That needs a new pot. I've got some small Tetrapanax that needs to go into pots. I'm going to talk about those fantastic plants a little bit as well. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. First job then, I have pre-soaked my Canna Lilly seeds for about 48 hours and I am going to get these sown today. Once I've done that, they're going to go in the house, somewhere nice and warm, in a windowsill, and then they're going to begin the process of germinating properly. So let's get on with this. And then I'm going to show you this brilliant Fatsia japonica cutting that I took. So for these Canna Lilly seeds, I am going to do 9cm pots. I don't know if it still says 9cm on them anymore, but that's what we call a 9cm pot. I've just got 5 to sow, 5 pots. Fill it up. I'm going to use multi-purpose compost mixed with some vermiculite and pop them straight in. And they're going to be buried around ½ an inch down, if that makes sense. Nice firming up. And then I'm going to give them a really good water, and these will go back into the house. So my Canna Lilly seeds have already had the boiling water method on. So what that means is I've actually scratched off the outer layer, exposing the inner core of the Canna Lilly seed itself. And then what you do is you just simply drop them in a small glass or a bowl of boiling water, leave them for 24 hours, and then it will bring you to this stage here. Now, the reason why I use vermiculite, that it does help actually retain moisture, and it helps with all those little bugs and things that you can find in some soils when it comes to dampening off. Now, dampening off is a horticultural term for basically your very young seedlings dying. Now, let me show you this. So this was a cutting I took back in mid-January, and I've dropped that straight into water. They're both doing really well. I've actually given one away to a friend. I'm not actually going to pot this up today. I know I said I was, but I'm going to let the root systems get a little bit more mature. Just because some of the brugmansias I did, which were quite early stages, fizzled off with not having quite enough root on. So we're going to pop this back into water. But that just goes to show, if you have got young shoots coming from the base of your Fatsia japonicas, I'd really recommend that you just drop them in a bit of water and it's a free plant. So that brings me nicely. So this is a nice win, right? But that brings me on nicely to my next one, my Amaranthus. Now, all of my Agapanthus have died, right? And it's completely my fault due to they germinated a lot faster than I thought they were going to. They were up within 3 days, and I checked up on them on about the 7th day. And they were just too long and leggy, and I tried to do something with them and it didn't work, right? But that's why I did succession sowings. Easy for you to say, right? Meaning that I did some, knowing that I was going to do some later on, so I'm going to do some more today. And again, I'll probably do 3 more sowings just to make sure that I do have a decent stock, because these will be going in my front and rear garden this year. So let's get on with that. I'm actually going to put them in 9cm pots as well. And then go from there. So let's get stuck into that. So exactly the same way, we've got multi-purpose compost and vermiculite. So moving on to my Tetrapanax. Doesn't look much now, but these are one of my most favourite trees when it comes to the tropical style garden I have at the rear. It's an absolute beast. Now, I will be keeping all these ones in pots, but I don't know if you can just see just there, all the root systems are pushing through. So I think it's time for a new pot. So one of my favourite jobs in the garden, I think I've mentioned this before, is potting up. For anything bigger like this, I'm just going to simply use a multi-purpose compost. Compared to when it comes to my seeds and cuttings and things, I tend to add the vermiculite for the good things that I've already spoke about. But anything big like this, multi-purpose, and I'll be starting to feed these in April. So multi-purpose compost has between 4 and 6 weeks worth of feeding. So bear that in mind, you don't need to start feeding straight away. So pot size, I want to be actually tripling the size of the pot for these big plants. There we go, first casualty. And it looked good, to be fair. But that's just how temperamental these plants are when they're little. It's a shame. So I've got a wonky stem. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It really points out, so I'm going to try and straighten this up the best I can in the pot. See what the root's like on this. It's okay. Try not to disturb the roots too much. This plant really doesn't like the roots being played with. This one I'm really excited for. So last February, I actually sowed these Coreopsis. Now, Coreopsis is one of my favourite perennials in the garden. And they didn't do anything last year. And the reason is, they stayed in here all year, right? So I'm going to pot these into 9 centimetres, grow these on in the greenhouse. They've been doing fantastic. And I can't wait to plant these out throughout both gardens. It's going to look, they're going to look fantastic. First thing I'm going to do is give them a really good clean up, take off any old leaves. They've just not had any attention at all. So these are going to do amazing once these get in a new pot. And I can't wait for them, to be honest. The most excited I was to sow. there we have it. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's given you some motivation to get out there and get some planting done, or get some of those seeds that you perhaps put on the back burner. And don't be afraid of the failures, right? Because I've got quite a few today. The Tetrapanax, I've had a couple actually rot off. The disaster with my Amaranthus, but gives you another good excuse to get in the garden and do a little bit more, right? Although it's frustrating, it's just a part of the process. And I'm going to start doing a calendar, I think, for my seeds of when I've sowed and when I should be expecting them up, because that's something I need to improve. But if you did enjoy it, then please give it a big thumbs up, as it really does help the channel out. Drop a comment down below, as it helps share it out to others who love gardening just like we do. But until tomorrow, I'll see you in the garden. You take care.